on this episode of Florida Sport Fishing TV.
All right, I'm off. Top of the mouth. Oh! Nice job. Is this thing on?
SeaVee Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler, powered by Mercury Marine.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Ballyhood Lures, rigged Wahoo cowbells, and a proven lineup of tournament-winning tuna and dolphin lures. Free shipping at ballyhood.com. Taco Marine, makers of Shade Fin, a lightweight, versatile shade system that easily attaches into rod holders, tops, and arches for convenient portable boat shade. Shade Fin, shadow in seconds. Boat Outfitters, where owners and builders go for replacement parts and hard-to-find hardware. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer, has the right trailer at the right price.
Hey guys, welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Captain Mike. Got my good friend Captain Michael Sisto from Jersey Key Charters on board today. Michael, we're aboard our SeaVee 270Z, the bay boat here, and I'll tell you what, we are really looking forward to an absolutely awesome day. We're set up at the iconic Bahia Honda Bridge. Now, is this a tarpon mecca or is this a tarpon mecca?
It's tarpon mecca.
Right here, baby, right?
It's no secret.
No secret, that's right. Bahia Honda Bridge here for guys that are tarpon fishing down in the Florida Keys is just an absolute go-to. All of the bridges, the 7 Mile Bridge, a lot of the other channels are absolutely awesome, but not quite like this.
No, Bahia Honda is definitely a special place for tarpon fishing.
And I think that's because there's so much water that's funneling out of the bay in this one little area here. It's like a giant bottleneck. And with all of that water funneling out of the bay, and it's about 20 feet deep here, you know, by the way, it brings with it so much food, so many crabs and other forage species that these tarpon are feeding on. And they specialize, you know, it's a specialized type of predator that sits in the current and waits for the food to come to him.
It's a perfect spot for them to sit exactly like you said in the current, and that bait comes by, they ambush it.
And they just ambush it, yep.
Yeah.
So we just got here, just got set up. As you can see, there's about a dozen boats lined all the way up here, okay? Everybody's here set up right now just to set the stage for you. You know, Michael, we're in the last, we'll say hour of the incoming tide. So as you can see, water is just rushing up into the bay, which is why we're situated like this, okay? Within about an hour, a little bit less than an hour, this tide's gonna switch and we're gonna reposition and we'll be fishing toward the old bridge. And that generally is a better scenario, is a better setup when you're fishing this bridge. Is that right?
Yeah, most definitely I would say the outgoing tide produces a lot more tarpon bites.
A lot more. Plus, I think it's gonna be easier, you know, of course you hook a fish here, you've got this big gap between the two bridges where you can chase the fish, you know, and you're not so, I don't want to say hung up, but you're not in these tight quarters like you are tucked up under this newer Bahia Honda Bridge here. So, but I'll tell you what, I'm super stoked. We're going to be fishing crabs. We're going to be fishing a couple of spinning outfits. We're going to talk all about this. We've done it before. We've had tremendous success, and it's an absolute ton of fun. The real good thing, we're already seeing fish.
Oh, they're here.
They're here, you know, so super exciting when you pull up to a spot and, you know, a tarpon spot and you see big balls of tarpon just busting on bait and rolling behind the boat. You know, that really, if that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what does,
I'm
right?
ready to go.
I'm ready to go too, so stick around. We're about to feed out our first couple of baits and let's see if we get hooked up. See the guys hooked up right behind us here. And, you know, you've got to show a level of courtesy. We're fishing this bridge. There's 15, 18 boats lined up. Oh no, I thought he lost them there for a second. But show a level of courtesy. A guy gets hooked up, get out of the way if you need to, reel up your lines, do whatever you need to do to give that guy an opportunity to land his fish. You know, treat everybody else the way you would want to be treated. He still has them on. And that's the thing about tarpon fish, it's super exciting. Of course, you want to catch them yourself, but even watching other people fighting these amazing fish and watching the fish jump is just an incredible experience. You know, a lot of people wonder, Michael, these tarpon, you know, we're watching them roll, they're coming up, they're breathing air. When these fish are juveniles, they grow up in these estuaries, you know, deep in the Everglades and, you know, in the mangrove shoreline, shallow water, there's not a lot of oxygen, and they learn to come up and breathe air, you know, to oxygenate themselves, and that just carries on for the rest of their lives. That's why we see all of these tarpon, oh, look at them busting back there, crazy. We see them rolling and breathing air, you know, they re-oxygenate themselves, and they can do that. One of the only fish that can do that, actually, that can breathe air. There's a couple boats hooked up. There's one guy down there hooked up. There's another guy right over here who's fighting a fish. And we're watching a bunch of tarpon right back here on the inshore side of the bridge that are rolling and busting. So it's really looking good, and we're just waiting for our turn. But that's what tarpon fishing is. You know, it's putting in the time, feeding the baits back, working them, staying on top of it, and just waiting until you get your bite. So our turn's coming. Man, there's a pile of them back there.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Another one on the jig. Woo!
That's Grouper Dynamo.
Yeah!
How's that for a sea monster?
Chaos. Gear matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing.
The award-winning Z Performance line from SeaVee raises the bar. It's not just fast. It's not just fuel efficient. The SeaVee Z is the entire package. It offers the perfect balance, safe, predictable handling during hard turns and at high speed. And most importantly, the Z stays on plane at lower speeds, so it can comfortably handle anything Mother Nature can dish out. Experience the exhilarating ride of the SeaVee Z. Schedule a sea trial today.
Above deck or below, Easy Anchor Puller is the way to go. From the Hero Series pontoon anchoring solutions on freshwater lakes and rivers to the Rebel Freefall Series when fast anchor deployment is critical in deep coastal salt water, there's an Easy Anchor Puller for every application. Aluminum or fiberglass boat Easy Anchor Puller drum anchor winches are compact enough to fit in tight spaces and made with all 3/16 stainless steel components so you can easily mount them above deck or below. Visit EasyAnchorPuller.com, call 1-800-800-1640 today. Hey guys, welcome back to Florida Sport Fishing TV. If you're just joining us, we're set up here at the Bahia Honda Bridge tarpon fishing. Now I'll tell you what, the Florida Keys are famous for tarpon, right? I mean, is it not the one game fish that attracts more people here to the Keys than anything else?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say anything compares to it.
Maybe dolphin offshore, but of course, you know, near shore, shallow water, flats, the bridge fishing, it's all about the tarpon. Michael, here at Bahia Honda and even some of the other bridges, when you're fishing for the tarpon, any bycatch? Is there anything else that might eat my crab? What's going to eat my crab?
I mean, there's so much water pushing through here each day, so there's definitely going to be other fish that come through. We've seen big mutton snappers eat crabs. We obviously jack crevalles on the bridges, big sharks, big mangrove snappers.
Oh, permit?
Permit, I have yet to get one off the bridge, but I know people that have caught them. And
so there is a chance, even cobia.
Yeah.
So there is a chance as I'm feeding my crab back here that of course something other than a tarpon may eat it.
Oh yeah.
But we're targeting the tarpon. That's what this is all about. We're looking for the mighty silver king, you know, the fish of all game fish right here, you know, the megalops.
That was good.
Pros Tip, proudly presented by DeBro Fishing. Innovative tackle storage solutions for every venue. Learn more online.
Just gonna bring this up here and check my crab. You know, the key to catching or fooling these tarpon here at the bridge, especially when you're fishing these crabs, is you've got to keep the crab moving. Okay? In other words, the current's ripping here. If I just stop, okay, then the crab's gonna look really, really unnatural. So what I like to do is every time I bring it up, I just double check my crab. Make sure it's still wiggly. Come on, wake up there. He's still alive, grabbing me a little bit. He's good for another toss or two. And I drop it in that shadow line right on the bridge. What I'm gonna do is just feed, you can see bails open, right? I'm feeding line out right through that shadow line. I want that crab to look really, really natural and just drift as if it's naturally flowing in with the current. If you just stop like this and just hold the rod, the crab's gonna come up to the surface and just spin, and the tarpon will never eat it. So you wanna just feed it back continuously at a nice natural pace. Fish grabs it, lock up, hold on. My drag is not incredibly tight. Look, relatively loose right there. It's relatively loose until we get on top of the fish. But initially, he could take me around the pilings. You know, oh, the fish just blowing up back there. And in turn, you know, I want to keep that drag relatively loose and manageable, like I said, until we're off the ball, on top of the fish, and then I'm gonna tighten my drag and start to apply some serious heat. And that's it, and it's just a game of, you know, do it over and over. There's no other way for me to say it. Just do it over and over. Feed that crab out there, bring it back up, check it, make sure it looks good, feed it back out. Bring it back up, feed it back out. And do that 1,000 times. And one of those times, tarpon's gonna eat the crab.
There he is. Oh, nice fish. Big fish. All right. Just gonna loosen the drag a little bit. He's close to that piling. There he is. Just in case that line hits off anything, you wanna keep it a little bit loose till we back off of it.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, it's a bit nice, tarpon. I'm backing off on the drag. He's rubbing along this electrical pole right here.
Is he in between, or?
I think he's on the other side, the outside of it.
The outside, okay.
Yes.
So we just hooked up here again. We've just been patiently waiting and fishing, just being consistent over and over and over. Nice fish rolling out there, real nice fish.
Rolling.
Immediately threw the ball back through the bridge, okay, to clear our lines. And now we're gonna close the gap. And the key, you know, the key to this fishing right here, to catching these fish, is really communication. It's, you know, you've gotta stay in constant communication with the angler, the guy on the wheel. Big ray, big skate down there on the bottom too.
Here we go.
Looks like he's gonna jump. Wow,
Oh,
nice jump. Nice jump.
All right, I'm jumping. All right, I'm off.
Okay. Good
Got it.
job, guys,
Okay.
good job. Keep at it.
We're in.
Nice job, nice job. Wow, absolutely awesome. Camera crew jumped in. We got the angler up on the bridge, handed the rod off.
Hang on, Mike. He went through this one.
He's through it?
He's through.
Oh, man.
He got us.
Oh,
He got us.
man. All of that, and the fish finally busted us off. But I'll tell you what, that was absolutely epic. Hooked up, went under the bridge, followed the fish around, took us under the concrete abutments. We jumped up there, handed the rod off. Guys got back on the boat. Fish took us under another one, and just too much abrasion on that line, rubbing all up on that concrete, you know? Too much abrasion. But I'll tell you what, that was absolutely super exciting. And that's what high-impact tarpon fishing at the bridges is. Great job, dude.
That was it. Teamwork.
Yeah, dude, there was nothing more we could have did.
No,
I mean, we went above and beyond. You know, there was nothing more we could have did.
At Mercury, we conducted our roughest tests ever in order to create our smoothest engine ever. The V8 Mercury Verado. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly. At Mercury, we've been reshaping power. How you use it is completely up to you. The V8 Mercury 4-stroke. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Fiberglass. They use it to build boats and yachts because of its strength and durability. And that's exactly what every frigid rigid cooler is made out of. This is my set after 12 years, and I keep them outdoors. With industrial grade rubber gasket and stainless steel hinges with backing plates, not a single component has failed on any of them. Can you honestly say that about your coolers? From 35 to 300 quarts, there's a frigid rigid cooler, coffin box, or freezer for every boat.
Are you ready for a world-class adventure? Fishing up to 150 miles offshore and always on the hunt for untouched fisheries, the legendary 100-foot Yankee Capt is Florida's premier long-range headboat. Fish around the clock for trophy snapper, grouper, tilefish, tuna, and more. With all the comforts of home and plenty of elbow room, Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew will put you or your entire charter on a hot bite fishing the famed halfway ledge, Pulley Ridge, and beyond. Rated #1 in service, Yankee Capt sails from Key West year-round.
Man, look at that pile of them. Hey guys, welcome back to Florida Sport Fishing TV. If you're just joining us, we're aboard a SeaVee 270Z bay boat. Myself, Captain Michael, Sisto, Jersey Key Charters, and we're tarpon fishing at Bahia Honda Bridge here in Marathon. Actually, Bahia Honda. And I'll tell you what, absolutely gorgeous day, beautiful blue skies, very little wind, and the tarpon are everywhere. I mean, nothing could be more exciting than tarpon fishing when you see hundreds of tarpon rolling all around you.
Picked up. Yep.
Come on, nice.
Hooked up. All right, we're all clear?
Woo! We are clear and we are tight, baby. Tight. Again, you can see we're just working together. You know, I'm constantly keeping my eye on that line. That's what I'm doing. My job, running the boat, don't hit the bridge, rule #1. Rule #2, keep your eye on the line. You know, follow that fish. That's how you land these tarpon. You gotta follow them, you gotta close that gap, you gotta get close to them.
Rigging Station, proudly presented by VMC, your expert in hooks.
Thick fish, dude, giant. Hey guys, on this episode's Rigging Station, let's talk about the exact tackle that we're fishing for these tarpon with. It's a Chaos SP 15 to 30 pound class rod, 7 foot long, really versatile spinner. We use it sail fishing, dolphin fishing, all sorts of different applications, including tarpon fishing. The rod is matched to a Daiwa Isla size 7000 reel loaded with fresh 20-pound diamond line. A lot of line capacity, super smooth drag. You can see how it's not, you know, as every beat of that tail, drag is coming off that reel. If that was sticky at all, we'd pop that fish off in a second. The main line itself is connected to a small 50-pound diamond ball bearing snap swivel, a barrel swivel. And from there, 8 feet of diamond presentation, 50-pound fluorocarbon. Finish it off with a 7.0 BMC circle hook. Put a little float above the swivel to keep your crab up near the surface and almost as a strike, not a strike indicator, trust me, you know when you have a fish on, but to know exactly where your bait is at all times. And then about 12 to 18 inches away from the crab, a small little split shot to keep it further down in the water column. That's the entire setup from beginning to end. That's all that you need, but make sure that everything's dialed in perfectly. Constantly check that line for frays and abrasions. Anytime you feel anything unnatural, cut it, retie it. If a knot doesn't look right, cut it, retie it. Because I'm telling you what, otherwise a giant fish like this is gonna clean your clock.
Here he is right here on the surface.
Oh, look at him, what a beautiful fish, beautiful fish. Giant.
Right now you can see we got some grass on this float right here, which you gotta be careful with. That is a lot of tension on this 20-pound test line, especially when we have a lot of pressure on it like we do right now.
Stay right on top of this fish here. Just keep maximum pressure on them. And again, it's all about knowing your tackle, all about trusting your connections, knowing you've got fresh, reliable diamond line that's, you know, you can count on your monofilament, you can count on those connections, you can count on the terminal tackle. And that allows you to fight fish, big fish like this for prolonged periods of time, under pressure, under great pressure, and have a really, really good chance at landing what essentially is a dream fish.
It's right here, right here.
Okay. Oh, you're not done yet, aren't you? You're not done yet. And look at that hook. Oh, right in the top of the mouth. Oh! Look at that hook set. There it goes. Hook is free.
Perfect. Okay.
Hook is free.
Gonna get it out of your way here.
All right. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Wait, there she goes. There she goes. Oh, yeah. Yeah! Nice job, baby.
Nice job.
Nice job. Hey,
That was
we
a good
covered
one.
it all. We covered getting to the bridge, setting up at the bridge. We talked about the baits. We talked about the tackle. We put it all together. We watched hundreds of fish roll. We had a shot, hooked a giant earlier in the day, took us in the bridge, under the bridge, around the bridge, eventually busted off. And then Michael hooked up again with an absolute giant.
Dependable terminal tackle is vital in every venue. That's why professional anglers targeting bonefish to blue marlin rely on Diamond Fishing products. With an extensive selection of the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line in the world, it's time you avoid the rest and rig with the best. Diamond Fishing Products, the official line of Florida Sport Fishing TV, tournament-winning fishing teams, and busy charter captains from coast to coast.
Aqua Traction marine flooring outperforms the competition, enhancing the comfort, appearance, and fishability of any boat. Competitors use open cell foam, prone to staining. Our durable closed cell foam is 100% stain resistant and withstands the harshest marine environments. We guarantee it. Precise designs and dependable adhesive ensure your custom floor will exceed your expectations with many seasons of trouble-free use. Contact our preferred dealer for a free quote and discover the difference.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Spool Tech, Hyperlastic, Engage, and Ocean-borne lures. Stay connected with the next generation of innovative and effective soft and hard baits for every venue. Salt Life sunglasses, unparalleled polarized protection with anti-glare properties and special coatings to repel water and oil. Jigs are us, a massive selection of slow pitch jigs in stock and ready for delivery. Free shipping at jigsareus.com, and your entire order will arrive rigged and ready to fish.
Hey guys, welcome back to Florida Sport Fishing TV. You're watching us catching tarpon at Bahia Honda Bridge here in the middle Florida Keys. Absolutely awesome. But I'll tell you what, I'm about to throw you a curveball. That was yesterday, and today is today. We've got this SeaVee 270Z, this bay boat. It's a demo boat, and we've got it for another half a day here. And I figured, you know what? Rather than going back to the bridge, rather than doing any more shallow water fishing, let's switch it up a little bit, Michael. Let's run offshore, show the versatility of a bay boat where you can fish shallow one day for tarpon and run off and target tuna the very next day. You know, that's what's so great about a hybrid type of bay boat, and the diversity of the Florida Keys to be able to do all of those different fisheries in a small period of time. Is that a big benefit for you guys in the charter industry to have all of those options?
Oh, it's a huge benefit. It's the beauty of the Florida Keys. We have so many different options. Every day we can change it up. We can even change it up halfway through the day.
That's right. So in the morning you can fish for tarpon, in the afternoon you can fish for tunas.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. Hey, stay with us, man. We're gonna run offshore, hit a few spots, and see what happens here. Ready?
Let's go.
Oh, that's it for 650. That's him, baby. It's 650 feet right on the bottom on the jig. All right.
It was a cool bite, though. I see like what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah,
see what I mean, dude? You get crushed on a jig at 650 is, you know, much more, in my opinion, rewarding than, yeah, you drop a, you know, a deep drop rig with a squid. Of course, you know, you're going to get bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
And electric reel, you're going to catch them, and it's a ton of fun. I love deep dropping like that, too.
Oh, yeah.
But this is just a different level.
Total hands-on.
Right. Totally manual.
And you're earning your catch doing it this
right,
way.
Dude.
Yeah, drop forward, I got hit. Dropped it right back down.
And he ate it.
One crank and it is on.
Oftentimes, same fish.
Follows it.
Follows it, dude. He missed it. He still sees it. You're working it. He feels it. He sees it down there. He chases it, and then he goes in for the kill again. Now at 650, I mean, being right off the bottom and the fish ate the jig right off the bottom.
Yes.
I'm going to definitely say that's a tile fish. The only other thing it potentially could be is maybe a small snowy grouper.
Snowy.
Something like that.
Oh, boy.
Look at this snowy, dude! Look at this snowy! Look at this thing! Oh, baby. How about that right there? Hey, bay boat Bonanza. Okay, that's what this trip's gonna be called. Right? How about
nice snowy?
right there?
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Oh yeah, beautiful day. I'm glad we capitalized on this offshore fishing here today. We picked our days. I'll tell you, yesterday, spent the day catching those tarpon at Bahia Honda. That was incredible.
Man.
Right? And then today to switch it up. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Florida Sport Fishing TV as much as we did. We had a lot of action. We talked about a lot of different things. Really tried to teach you, you know, just so many different aspects of fishing down here. You've watched it all come together. Oh, we're eating good tonight, baby.
Oh, I can't wait.
We're eating good tonight. We'll see you next week.
Connect with the crew on Instagram at Florida Sport Fishing TV. Catch our extreme seminar series at www.fsftv.com and get hooked up.
He's 100 plus all day.
Easily three-digit
So look at the
fish.
size of that tail.
And right next to him, another big tarpon just swimming parallel right next to the fish that's hooked. You know, sometimes they'll do it. Look at him just circling around right there.
Yeah, that's well over 100
Oh,
pounds.
dude, that fish might be a buck and a half. I mean, that's a giant tarpon. That's not the little kind. That's the big kind. That's not the big kind. That's the big, big kind. That's the big, 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 big kind. That's what that is. Woo!